Friends, welcome to my Wednesday night Scrap Your Stash. It's great to be here with you tonight. I'm excited about all the fun stuff we're going to talk about and we're going to make. So let's get started. If you don't know me, my name is Pam Morin. I am a Creative Memories advisor, and I go live every Wednesday night in several different places. You can find me. And I go live from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern. And you can find me on my Pam's Scrapbooks Facebook page. You can find me on my Pam's Scrapbooks YouTube channel. You can find me in my Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group, Facebook group. You can find me in my Friday Night Virtual Crops with Pam's Scrapbooks Facebook group. And you can find me in my Creative Heart Scrapbooking group, Facebook group. So I have a lot of Facebook groups, but I want you to know that the one place that you can always find me is my Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group. That is the group that I post everything. Everything always goes in that group. So that is the group you should join, is my Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group. So let me just display that here real quick. We just talked about where to find me. So great place to find me is either on my Facebook page, Pam's Scrapbooks Facebook page, my YouTube channel, or Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group. And like I said, my Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group is where I put everything. And everything, including my calendar. So you can stay up to date with the events that I have going on. And those are virtual events and those are in-person events. So this is the best group to join, is Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group, if you want to have access to everything that I'm doing. And that leads me into the first thing that I want to show you. Normally, I will display each of my events individually, but I decided I'm going to show you my whole calendar tonight. And this calendar is posted out in my Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group. This first part of my calendar is my virtual events. So you can see that list of Friday Night Virtual Crops. So that's the very first number one here, is my Friday Night Virtual Crops. And you can see that I have a Friday Night Virtual Crop coming up this Friday, February 9th. And that virtual crop is from 6:30 to 10 Eastern. And we are going to be making the Creative Memories sketches, because this weekend is the Creative Memories virtual crop. So our Friday Night Virtual Crop, the first one of the month, is on the second. It's always the second weekend of the month. So that's the first time that we get together for a virtual crop. And we make those sketches. We planned it for that weekend so that we can make those sketches, because if you know about the Creative Memories virtual crop, you have the chance to win prizes. You make the sketches, you take a picture of your layouts, you post it in the Creative Memories virtual crop Facebook group, and you have a chance to win a prize. So if you get together with me on Friday night, we are going to make those sketches, and then you will have the chance to win some prizes when you post pictures of the pages that we make together. So that is the event that I have coming up this week, is my Friday night virtual crop. And you can see I have a lot of events going on throughout the month. I have my Friday night virtual crop. I go live here every Wednesday night. That's number 2. Number 3 is my Scrapbooking 101. So there are the dates for that. And number 4 is my Scrappy Thursdays. That's when Elisa and I go live in our Let's Get Scrappy With It Facebook group. And we each demonstrate a 2-page layout. And then number 5 are my exclusive virtual crops that are for members of my Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group, Facebook group. So I have exclusive virtual crops for that group of ladies. So that's another reason to join that group is we have virtual crops that we do. I'm going to be doing one a quarter. So we'll do 4 this year. So another reason to join that group. So these are all of my virtual scrapbooking events coming up. And like I said, I've got this calendar posted out in my Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group, Facebook group. And then my monthly in-person events is the next part of my calendar. And you can see that I have library crops, and the next one coming up is March 16th. Then I have the craft show that I participate in. It's called the Purple Poinsettia Craft Show. And then you'll see my 3 weekend retreats listed here, my April, September, and I've added a new one this year, November. So this calendar is available for you to download out from in my group. So I wanted to just go through my events with you a different way tonight by showing you all of them and showing you my calendar and just letting you know that my next upcoming event is going to be this Friday. It is a virtual event, and it's the Friday night virtual crop. And like I said, we are going to be making the sketches for the Creative Memories that Creative Memories puts out. They put them out. They post them in their Facebook group around 6 o'clock Eastern. And then we grab those and we make those on Friday night. Now, this Friday is a special Creative Memories virtual crop because they're going to be opening the secret box this Friday. Noreen is going to get on the virtual crop group and we're going to open this box together and we're going to see all the cool stuff in this secret box. Now, if you haven't heard about the secret box, it has exclusive products in here. You cannot get these on my website. These are only going to be available through the secret box. So, and they do 4 of these a year. And they are 10% off. So you get a box full of products at a cheaper price, and they are exclusive products. And there's usually some kind of new type of maybe tool or, yeah, I'll say tool or like one year we had a variety size of foam squares. Another time we had a variety of sizes of peekaboo pockets that aren't available in the catalog, right? They're not available on my website. These are exclusive only to the secret box. So they were exclusive sizes. So they have product in there that you use for your scrapbooking. They have tools that you use for scrapbooking that are only available through that secret box. Now, I always open mine early, so I do know what is in the secret box. And if you are somebody that would like to see what is in the box before you buy it, I am happy to send you a private message and of the pictures of what's in the box. And I have to say, oh, let me put up my artwork for the secret box because this is a good hint. So you see in this artwork, this marketing artwork, that the outside frame is a teal. You see that the flowers are oranges and teals and browns. That is a hint of what the color palette is of the items in the box. Okay, so look at these beautiful colors that are in this advertisement for the secret box. That gives you a hint. What also gives you a hint, not only the colors, but also you see the leaves. That gives you a hint of what the style of the secret box is going to be, right? The theme. What's the um, the products are going to be. And there is a hint of what's in the box, of what type of products are always in the box. And let me just tell you that in 2023, there was usually a paper packet, some stickers, some kind of embellishments. So, some die cuts or some laser cut borders, some kind of embellishments, right? So you have everything you need to make pages and then some kind of a tool. Now, last year in 2023, they had punches in the boxes that I love. I am a punch lover. Um, so that was in the box. Now, I don't believe there's a punch in this secret box. I mean, I know there's not, but because I told you I opened my box, there's not a punch this time, but there are other tools that are just as fun. So if you would like me to send you a picture of what is in the box, I'm happy to do that. And this box is going to be opened this weekend, this Friday. Like I said, they're going to kick off the Creative Memories virtual crop on Friday. And that means that they're going to open the box. Noreen's going to go live and she's going to open the box in the Creative Memories virtual crop group. And then they're also going to post the sketches to kick off the weekend crop. So that is happening this Friday, but you still have a time to buy the secret box. And like I said, it is 10% off the price. And hold on, I don't like to tell you one thing and then not give you what the price is. So the box is $54, I believe. And sorry, hold on. I need to find this one. Here we go. Yes, $54, but the amount of product that you get in there is whatever 10% is more, that I think like $63. So you save 10% on these products when you buy the secret box. I don't know if the secret box will be available after Friday. They have not sold out yet, but you still have time to buy it this week if you would like to get that. And I will send you a picture if you'd like. I don't see that it says they're going to stop. It just says while supplies last. So it may be available after Friday. It may not. I don't know. It just depends on if they sell out. So I wanted to just remind you about the secret box. Okay. So the next thing I wanted to remind you about is the other collections that are still 10% off. And why am I not seeing my... Okay, I'm not seeing the picture that I wanted. So This Life, the This Life collection, which you guys have seen me use a couple times, I think, now on Wednesday night. And this is the collection that's going to be available all year. I'm just going to bring up, let me just bring up an example. Oh, no, here it is. Here it is. I want to just display this as I'm talking about it. There we go. So This Life, originally it was supposed to only be 10% off through January 12th. So that's why in the little meme that I'm displaying right now says January 12th, but they've extended that. And that is available at 10% off through February 23rd. So you have until February 23rd to buy this collection. You get all of what you see here in this picture for 10% off. So that's available until the 23rd. And then the Passport to Adventure, which is the collection we are going to use tonight for our layout. It is, and I missed this one too. I apologize. I just want to bring up the picture so that you guys can see. Here it is. Everything you get in this buy it all bundle for 10% off. So this is the Passport to Adventure. It's our 2024 travel collection. and you get it for 10% off through this Friday. So that one is coming to an end on Friday at noon Central Time. You get everything you see here in this picture, and we're going to look more closely at it. We went through it, I think last Wednesday or the Wednesday before, but I'm going to show it to you tonight, and we're going to make a layout with it. So, but you only have until Friday to get this one for 10% off. All right. So I just wanted to remind you of those things coming up. And then I also wanted to tell you about, and I think we talked about this last week, but I have a nice summarized version of my project buffet. So we talked about this last week, and I let you know that this year I am offering a project buffet. And what that is that it's an opportunity for you guys to make some projects every month. And these are projects that Creative Memories is putting out, and there are 3 projects every month. There is a card kit, which has 3 cards in it. There are 2, um, sorry, I want to get the right wording here. There are 2 simple page kits. So those would be your 3 projects. If you want, you get to choose. There's up to 3 projects you can make every month. And what you do is you fill out my form and you tell me which projects you want to make. And then I get those projects to you, whether it's at one of my in-person events, or I ship it to you for one of my virtual events, or I ship it to you so you can make it on your own. Or if you're in the area, we meet somewhere and I get those projects to you. Somehow I get them to you so that you can make the projects. And that's why it's a buffet, is because you get to pick and choose which ones you want to do. Maybe for March, which is my first project buffet, maybe for March, you just want to do one of the simple page kits. So that's perfectly fine. Then you check that box that that's the one you want to make. Now, I don't have pictures in that form that you're going to check boxes. So I'm going to try and post those pictures out in my Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group of all of the projects so that you have a visual of what projects you can make. So I want to show those to you tonight, though, because they're not great pictures. But this is one of the simple page kits. It's a theme of love. So that's one of them you could choose to make. And when you look at my form to fill it out, it says simple page kit love. And then the other page kit for March is celebrate memories. So when you look at my form, you'll see March simple page kit celebrate memories. And you check that box if you want to make this project. And then I actually have two different card kits. It's a trio of cards, 3 cards. I think I have like 2 left of the love. So that could be one you make, this trio of cards, or the other trio of cards. Oops, sorry, wrong picture is, oh my goodness. Did I not? I thought I put that one up here. That's that. Okay. I thought I had put all of my artwork up here tonight, and I didn't. So I just need to grab this real quick. This is the other card set that you could make. It's called Slate. Really pretty browns and neutral colors. Happy birthdays. Thank you. Thinking of you. And there's always some bonus little pieces, sentiments that you can use too. So a trio of cards and 2 simple page kits. That is the buffet that you can pick from every month. And like I said, Creative Memories is coming out with new ones every month. So it'll be a different project. All 3 of them will be different every month. 2 different simple page kits and a different set of cards every month. And if you want to just say, hey, I'm in, I want to do all of these this year. I love projects. I love doing something new, something different than what I do for my scrapbooks. And you want to sign up for the whole year, then you get 1 month free. So it's a $200 value if you sign up March through December. But you will get it for $180. So you get a month free of projects. All right, so that is my project buffet. I love it. I'm so excited about it. I'm excited that Creative Memories is going to have these fun projects for you all year long. I can't wait to do them. And we probably will make one or two here ourselves. So another thing I want to tie this into is my calendar. If you noticed that in my calendar, I have some dates highlighted in red. Those are the dates that we are going to do a project buffet at that event. So, for example, if you see my virtual crops here, my March 22nd is where we're going to make the project buffet projects together at my virtual crop. I wanted to make sure that everybody has a chance to make these, whether you want to make them with me and everybody else and our scrapbooking friends. We want to make them together as a group at a virtual event, or whether you're at an in-person event to make them along with me, or if you want to make them on your own. So I wanted to give everybody the opportunity to make them in the place that they feel most comfortable. Okay, so those are the 3 virtual crops up until May that we will be making the projects together for the project buffet. Now let me show you my in-person events again. You'll notice that the library crops, those are we're going to make the project buffets there. So if you are somebody that attends my library crops, thank you. Um, or not. Hey, if you're a new person and you're hearing about this, I would love for you to attend my library crops. And what you can do is if you want to come for the whole day and crop with us, we would love that. Please join us. They are so much fun. Or if you want to just stop by the library just to make the projects, you can do that as well. So I'm trying to make this project buffet something that is fun for you to do in the time that you want to do it where you're most comfortable making the projects. Okay. And then I also have my retreats highlighted in red because we are going to do the project buffets during my retreats. So there we go. Those are all of the places, the virtual crops and the in-person crops, where we're going to make them together, or you can choose to make them on your own. It's all up to you. I just want you to have fun making these. Just another way to get some pages done, have some fun cards to give out to people, and just have some fun with some fun projects. All right. All right. Let's make sure that's all I wanted to tell you about. So I wanted to tell you about the secret box, which is 10% off. I wanted to tell you about Passport to Adventure, which is the Buy It All bundle is good through this Friday, 10% off. And I wanted to tell you about This Life, the collection that is going to be available all year, but only 10% off through February 23rd. So there's 3 different things right now that are 10% off. And who doesn't love to have 10% off? And who doesn't love to have 10% off on everything you buy? I want to invite you to join my team and be an advisor. And that does not mean that you have to sell Creative Memories or hold events or do anything in a business. You can join as a hobbyist. You can join as a personal use advisor and get that 10% off when you first join, and then get 25% off when you reach level 2. It is the best rewards program there is. I love this rewards program. It's so much better than the old Creative Memories, because the old Creative Memories, we had to reach a quota every 3 months. There is none of that. So this program really benefits everyone, every type of scrapbooker. So if you are interested in joining, please go out to my website and click the join menu item at the top and fill out that form and come join us. We have such a great time on my team. We have exclusive virtual crops together, and we just have a great time hanging out and scrapbooking together. So that is my information about joining my team. I just can't say enough about how much I love being a Creative Memories advisor. All right. There we go. Now, let me jump over. I see some people saying hi. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Hello, hello. Hi, Gail. Hi, Janice. Hey, Christina. Hello, Miss Crystal from Cali. It's good to see you too, hun. Hello. I love your scarf. Oh, you've just given me a great segue. Okay, hold on to that whole I love your scarf. Um, let's see. Hello, Margie. Oh, Margie just bought one. Awesome. I'm glad you got I think you're talking about the secret box. Where would I find your calendar that you just showed? Margie, that is out in my Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group. So if you're not a member of that group, just head on over there and request to join. I will approve you, and it's in the files. So it's really easy to find. And I think I have it pinned up to the top in the featured as well. If I don't, I will. I'll get it up there. I'm trying to make this so easy so you guys can find everywhere I'm going to be and that you have the links to where I'm going to be. So also in that group in the files are the 2 registration links, one for my Friday night virtual crops and the other for the exclusive virtual crops. Those are right up at the top so that you can register for the events, and then you'll get the Zoom meeting links emailed to you and you'll be good to go. Any questions, please reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. My email, if you feel the most comfortable, email me at pammoran@outlook.com and I will get back to you and answer all your questions, get you everything you need to come join us in any of these events. I'm so excited for us to get together and crop. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Margie asked me about the calendar. Pam's Creative Scrapbooking Facebook group. Join that group. The calendar's there. Hello, Jean. And then found it. Thank you. Oh, good. Okay, found the calendar. Great. Thank you. All right, let's get started. Okay, so somebody mentioned my scarf. So this scarf was one of our gifts. I earned the New Orleans trip a couple years ago through Creative Memories and had a blast. And one of the little gifts they gave us were these scarves, which have everything to do with New Orleans on the scarf. So I thought that was appropriate for traveling. I traveled to New Orleans. And so I thought since we are doing Passport to Adventure tonight, I would wear something that is specific to a place that I have traveled and had a fantastic time. All right, so let me jump over to my table. Let's do it. So this is the Passport to Adventure collection. Now, if you joined me last Saturday, yes, the 3rd, right? Yes, last Saturday, we had our first exclusive Saturday virtual crop. Now this, like I said, this is a virtual crop that's exclusive to members of my Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group. So join that group so you can participate in those exclusive virtual crops with us. And at that virtual crop, we made sketches from the 101 sketch booklet. And I'm going to grab that so quick here. This is one of the items that you get free when you join Creative Memories. So hop on out to my website, fill out that join form so that you can get this book for free. Now, what we did in the virtual crop is I had ladies give me a number between 5 and 105 because those are the pages of the book. And we made 4 sketches out of this book. We just picked a page, random page, and made that sketch from the book. And I used the Passport to Adventure. So I'm just going to share those pages with you real quick that we made in the virtual crop over the weekend. And this handy dandy, simple power sort pocket. This is a new item that came out with the Passport to Adventure collection. These are fantastic. I made those 4 layouts over the weekend, and then I just slipped them in here, and they're all nice and ready for when I have pictures to put on them. So they're organized, and I know that they are my travel pages. So these are awesome pockets. All right. So one of the layouts, and I'm just going to close this book. I'll tell you, this book is fantastic. It's great to take to crops to get ideas. All right. This is one of the layouts from a Passport to Adventure collection. So much fun. Oops, sorry. Let me get that in the shot here. So much fun, so easy to make, and I love the way it came out. It's different than what the sketch is, but that is the whole point of a sketch, right? A sketch is a suggestion to get your mind, your creativity going, and help you make a page. And all of these pages are very simple, so there's not a lot of cutting and trying to figure out the sketches. It's not complicated, which I love, and they look great. So simple and look great is fine by me. So that is sketch number 1 that we made. Sketch number 2, and this one I used a lot of the mats that come in the variety mat pack for my photo mats, and I love the way this one turned out. These are going to be for my Germany trip, and we took a train in Germany. So the layered borders that are part of this collection have one for a train station. So I loved that, and I loved the little ticker that like you see in the airports and train stations for on-time arrivals and departures. All right. So that was layout number 2. This is layout number 3. Now, in the 101 scrapbook ideas and sketches, the sketches that we chose were all 1 pages, but I turned them into a 2-page layout. So this was the 3rd sketch that we made, which turned out to be a little tricky, making these angles for me, and my math and my geography and my geometry and my all of that fun, stuff. Trying to use your brain on a Saturday, it was challenging. I'm so glad I had the ladies there with me because they talked me through it. But we got this one done, and I love the way that it looks. I love doing the angled like that. It's just could be a little challenging. Oh, and I used a new product on this page. These are the write-on stickers. So they are for journaling, but they are stickers. And I may have them laying here. I may not. Yes, I do. I don't remember if these are still available. I think they may have sold out, but they're coming back. But they are called write-on stickers. And they are 2 different sizes. They are 6 by a half inch, and I'm sorry, a quarter inch, and 6 by 3. Gosh, I can't read that. 3/8 of an inch. So one is more narrow than the other. So you have 2 different sizes, and they are stickers that you put right on your page. And you guys know we've talked about, using little scraps of paper that on your pictures or underneath your pictures. We've done that before in our layouts. So I love these write-on stickers for that type of thing. So I did use those for the first time. I'm going to do some journaling under here. And then last but not least, sketch number 4. And I used in the variety mat pack in this layout too. A lot of these are variety mat pack mats. And I love the way this turned out, and lots of room for pictures. I can fit lots of pictures on this page. So very cool. All right. So those were the 4 layouts that we made during that virtual crop using the 101 sketch booklet. So let me grab another set of paper here. So I used the designer paper for all of those layouts as my base, right? So I didn't use cardstock for my base. I used the designer paper for my base for all of these. Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't. I used this one I did use cardstock. But I used the grid for this background. I used the green, and then I used the teal for this. So now tonight, I want to use the opposite sides of those because I didn't get to use them in these layouts. So for example, in one of the layouts I just showed you that I used the teal for my background. Well, on the opposite side of that teal is this cute page of all of these tabs talking about travel that maybe, you know, it looks like a suitcase name tag type of thing, you know, all of these travel looking things, a boarding pass looking thing, looking icon right here. So I love this side of the paper, and I didn't get to use it in the layout because I used this side. So I thought tonight I would grab this and we would make a cute layout with this using this paper on top of this. So this is, I'm going to do a one-page layout. I'm going to use this for my base. And then we're going to cut part of this. And then I want to use, because this is all I have left. From over the weekend, I used a whole paper pack over the weekend. And these are the bits and pieces that I have left from the collection. So I had to grab a second paper pack. So that's maybe something to think about is you may need a couple of the paper packs for this collection because there are so many cute borders to use. And that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to use one of these borders in this layout that we're making. All right. So I want to trim this, and let's do, let's do part of this. Let's do two different strips of this paper on top of this. Okay. I want to do a section here at the top and then one at the bottom. Okay. Because I want to use two of these layered borders. All right. So let's cut it. I'm not sure what the measurement is going to be, but I want to get as many of these cute tabs in the strips as possible. So let's cut it like right here at this purple one. I think that gives us a good variety of these tabs. I'll tell you what that measurement is here. Okay, so that's 4 inches. So I'm going to do 4, and then I'll do another 4. That'll be good. Okay. So there we go. We got one strip. Now let's see where this 4 gets us, and if these are the tabs we like. If not, then maybe we need to move it down or up. So it's going to cut right here. Let's see. I've already got that one. Okay, so this is kind of a repeat of what's at the top. A few of them are. All right, so I think we're good to use this next set, this next 4 inches of paper. Okay. There we go. We're going to make a real simple layout using a couple strips of paper, decorative paper, like so. I like having the one little, I like the wavies. So I want to see maybe one of the waves on both sides, on this side of the strip. And then we're going to grab our photo tape. And let's get some adhesive on the back of these strips. I like using the photo tape on these long pieces so that I have adhesive the whole way down, the whole length, so that it lays nice and flat against the paper. I don't have any bubbles or waves sticking up. My paper's laying nice and flat. No piece of the paper is sticking up. It also helps when you are adhering this down, this photo tape, because it has that backing. So you can do one at a time, get it nice and straight where you want it, and you don't accidentally get it stuck someplace you don't want it stuck. So I'm going to get this lined up. I'm going to use my measurements that are along the edge of my 13-inch mat. I see where the 1/2 inch is. I think I'm going to go for that 1/2 inch mark. That'll give me a nice amount of waves above it. And I can use my 1/2 inch mark down here, get it nice and straight. You could also use a ruler. Put your ruler at the 1/2 inch mark. And then line this up right up against it. I'm going to move it up just a smidge. Like so, and then just make sure it's lined up at the bottom. It's even with the paper. Looks like it. We're still good. Okay, still lined up at a 1/2 inch at the top. So I can just peel back one side and pull that backing off, get it lined up, make sure it still looks good. I think we're pretty good there. And then take the other one off. It can get a little tricky if you put all your adhesive on and then try and lay it down, and then it's getting stuck in places, and then you have to try and keep pulling it up. Believe me, that is from experience. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to have them both going in this direction. 1/2 inch mark. Oh, well, it helps if I put the adhesive on it. My goodness. You guys are probably saying, Pam, do you know you didn't put any adhesive on that one? There we go. Now we can make some progress here. All right. I was too excited to get that lined up. Didn't even put adhesive on it. Okay, just going to make sure I've got it against the edge of the paper. Still at the 1/2 inch. Side needs to come over a little bit. And then just going to take a look at my waves, because I can kind of gauge where my paper is landing on these waves to see if I have it straight. Here we go. Take the backing off one side at a time. Okay. Very good. Now, the fun part, these fun borders. I love these. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 different modes of transportation. So we flew and you get 2 of each of these in this pack, which is great for a 2-page layout. But since I'm just doing a 1-page layout, so we had an airplane ride, and then we also, well, we took a shuttle. We took a lot of shuttles. We did the bus. We didn't really ride in cars. Well, yeah, we didn't really ride in cars. We did trains and planes. So I could put a train station at the bottom with this, or a plane. I think I'm going to do the shuttle, because when we got to Germany, we rode a shuttle to our hotel. So I'm going to do this bus. So there we go. So I'll have a bus and a plain border in my layout. I love that. Okay. And I'm just going to do this with regular adhesive because these are layered. So these little planes are already up on a foam square. So I don't have to add foam squares. They're already there. So don't worry, I'm using foam squares in this layout. You know I'm going to use a foam square somewhere. But these layered borders are all ready for you. And I'm just going to make sure, I like to cover up the seams. So I'm just going to make sure that I line this up so that these clouds are covering up that seam of paper. There we go. How cute. Okay, same thing then with the buses, or for me there, it's a shuttle. Planes, trains, and automobiles. All right. And same thing, I'm going to make sure this layered border you see next to this building is, it's only about maybe a quarter of an inch right there. So I just want to make sure that I cover up that seam. You know, I don't want to put it down here. I don't want to see a little piece of the teal sticking out. I want to cover up that seam right there. There we go. Like so. All right. So that is it. That's all. 2 strips of paper and 2 layered borders for this cute layout. Now let me grab my picture placeholders and we'll see. I'm going to sneak some pictures in the center here. This is a 3x3, so I can get some pictures here. That's a 3x3. This is a 3x4, so I can get a 3x4 right there. Here's another 3x3. So I can tuck that in right in here in between my borders, and that's going to look really cute. I could also put some here. I don't want to cover up too much of this paper, but since I have it on the top and the bottom, I don't mind to put a couple here. You know, I could do one up here, something like that. Fun little pictures then here. And I like the way they're kind of not straight, you know, they're kind of a little crooked. And then one of these could be my journaling somewhere on here. I do have the tabs, though, the die cuts that are part of the Passport to Adventure collection. You may remember these. We did look at all of these in a previous Wednesday night, but these are the tabs that are in this paper. So I could use one of these tabs then for my journaling and just tuck it behind one of my borders. So that would look cute as well. And then I have these delayed icons, or I'm sorry, die cuts that could fit in there too. And that's it. That is how easy these layouts are with this fun paper and these cute layered borders. Awesome. Now, try this out, and I would love for you to post these out in my Pam's Creative Scrapbooking Facebook group so that we can see your version of this layout. That's always fun to see how different everybody's layouts can be. And, you know, they all look different. We, in my virtual crops, we all hold up our finished products pages when we're done. And it's awesome how different everybody's layouts are and how everybody interprets it differently, and everybody's using different paper. So it comes out looking totally different. So I love that part of our virtual crops. All right. I think I have some more people. Hold on. Let me just jump back over to you guys. Hey, Marion, thank you for saying this is excellent. Pam, thank you for joining. We did have a lot of fun on Saturday. Marion said, sounds like Saturday's crop was super productive. It was and a lot of fun. We did 4 sketches, and we're going to do that again this Friday at my Friday night virtual crops. So come join me then. and get some of your pages done. Jean said, very cute. Thank you. Gail said, I love it. Thank you so much, ladies. And Jean is saying hi to Sue. Did I miss Sue? Oh, hey, Sue. Hello. I missed you. Yep. And I think I got everybody else. All right. Great. Well, ladies, here, let me jump back over. Thank you for tuning in tonight for Scrap Your Stash. I will be back with you guys next Wednesday. And I don't know if you have been watching Noreen's videos. She is working on her yearly album, and she is using the calendar pages to do that. So if you want to take a look at that, I am going to attempt to follow that project that Noreen's doing. I like the idea of my chronological album for this year being a calendar and being, a few pages, a few pictures for every month. I like that idea. And that way I am scrapbooking my current pictures and getting them off my phone too. There's a lot of pluses for doing it that way versus, so right now I'm working on I think I'm up to 2022 actually in my chronological albums. So I'm not that far behind, but it will be nice to be able to get my pictures in the album and be able to remember more of what the story is behind those pictures because I'm getting them in there the year they happen, very soon after they happen versus trying to remember what happened in 2022. So I'm going to try that. And that's what we're going to start on next Wednesday. So if you've watched hers, let me grab this real quick just to give you a preview. I think these are the supplies that she is using. So this is, let me go back to my table. So it's the This Life calendar kit. It's 12 pieces that are for one 12 by 12 for each month. And then you get tabs and days of the month. And I think you get the months as well. Nope, just the days of the month. Okay, so you get a sticker for each day of the month. And this is what the calendar pages look like. So you have to go through and put in the days. And we're just going to start with January. We're going to take it really slow and work our way through each month. But I'm going to do this. This will be one of the Wednesday nights that I do every month. And we'll start with February. And I have to, in February for January, and I'm going to have to print off my pictures for January. So it's going to keep me current, which I love. And then the album that she's using is this Memories album with the camera on the front. So those are the two things she's using. The This Life calendar kit and the camera album, which is the This Life album. Okay, so we're going to start on that next Wednesday. I'm excited about that because I'm excited to be able to stay current and get those pictures off my phone right away and get that story in there. So I'm excited. All right. So we're going to start that calendar chronological 2024 album next Wednesday. So you guys have a great rest of your week. I will see you Friday night at my Friday night virtual crop where we're going to see what's in the secret box and we're going to make 4 sketches together. So you guys join me then, and we're going to have lots of fun. 6:30 in my Zoom room, and the link to join, to register and get the meeting link is in my Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group, or send me an email and I will get that out to you. All right. Have a great day. Woohoo, Jean. I will see you then.